Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On play action, Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 2nd down now, Cottrell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Back to the ground, this time Langford. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. To throw, it's Lance. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will ball his way in there for the 2 points. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Muscles him off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and 1. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 5. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
2nd and 14. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mac 42, check, Mac 42. Hey, man, watch the boot, He's moving.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Room past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shedding the tackle. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Gibson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows of throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Check.
On 2nd down, Cottrell, 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On third down, Langford. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mitchell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfect.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded right around the 8. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Lance now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Lance. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake. Lance. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lance eluding the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught at the 1. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 10. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Lance and company going on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they run with Langford. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. And Lance going to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge. I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it. Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this? What's that? Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow. On second down now, Cottrell, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W. Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt. So for the Niners, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.